smooth. I'm just a natural deep throater.
All right, what is up, YouTube? Little update for you guys. So we're hitting legs today. That is the workout on the menu for today. But it's actually gonna be my last workout before I take a little deload. For those of you who don't know, I've been dealing with a little bit of a recovery issue for the last several years, probably like 4 or 5 years now. Basically just where I don't seem to be able to do the same amount of work in terms of working sets as other people, which is ironic, especially because of the fact that I have so many of my lifestyle factors dialed in. I talked about this in some of my older vlogs, I think, and then on Instagram and TikTok as well, I think, but it was it was kind of a long time ago, like a year or so. So, I've gotten several blood tests, everything looks normal. My testosterone's high normal or whatever. Everything's in the normal ranges for things, so we don't really know what it is. It kind of manifests or presents itself similar to a sleep disorder or low test, but like I said, I don't have low test, but I'm just saying that it kind of seems similar in terms of the symptoms. But yeah, just as I think I said in one of my last videos, I just do not recover well. So for example, I hit last week or something like that, I hit my leg day, one of my 2 leg days, where I did 1 set of RDLs and 2 sets of lying hamstring curls, and then that was all the work I did for my hamstrings for that day. And then 4 days later, because I have legs, rest, push, pull, rest. So after 4 full days, I went to hit legs again, because that's how my split goes, and I was still not recovered from just 3 working sets for my hamstrings. And what I mean by that is I went to do seated hamstring curls on the following leg day, and I was less weight for less reps than I was the last time I did that day. So that is just pretty crazy, you know what I mean? Especially for somebody like me who's in a caloric surplus, I sleep 9 hours a night, I do lots of low intensity, steady state walking, like cardio, which is, restorative in terms of blood flow and recovery and stuff like that. So it just doesn't make any sense. My coach and I've talked to my old coach and then my new coach. I've spoken to doctors, spoken to naturopaths and other professionals. No one really knows what the deal is. But I just, simply put, just have an extremely low tolerance for volume. So all that is to say that I'm taking a couple of days off from the gym because I'm getting another blood test done on Thursday this week, I think, or the end of this week. And then I'm also going to be taking a Dutch test, which is a very comprehensive hormone test. And apparently it's the most comprehensive one you can take. It's just a test you order online. Cost me $1,000, but I'm serious about getting this at least. I know I might not get it figured out, but I'm serious about at least looking into this as far as I can and doing everything that I kind of can within my power to see if I can fix it. So, because realistically, I can't drop my volume any lower. My volume's it's already so low that if I do any less, I'm not going to be producing any growth. So I seem to be at this weird spot where the stimulus required to produce growth is just too far beyond what I'm able to recover from. Ideally, you produce a stimulus and you can recover from it, but for me, they're one of them is the stimulus. Because I'm an advanced trainee, the stimulus I need to produce growth is quite strong, and I'm just unable to recover from that. So I have to deload every 3 weeks, you know what I mean, if I train hard. So anyway, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but that is just a little update for you guys. I'm really, like I said, not sure if this test is gonna show us anything, but it's worth doing, and it's going to give me an opportunity to take some time off from the gym, a couple days of just no training at all, dissipate some fatigue that I have built up, start to feel a little bit better mentally and physically again, and then hit the gym hard after that. So this is the last workout before, like I said, those couple of days off. It's legs, which I'm excited about. I really like leg day. I'm not going to push it too hard just because even though I have a couple of days off, I still want to make sure that I'm fully recovered when I come back to the gym. But we'll see. I'm going to try and push RDLs at a low rep range but a higher weight, see if I can hit a little bit of a PR, and then just kind of take it easy on the other stuff. So yeah, that is just a little update for you guys. And yeah, let's get into it. I give it to you. I can't stand here watching you fail to tell the truth. Somebody break these chains. Wrapped around there's a heart. I don't want you leaving. I'm
my veins, pumping till I'm numb. Lead me out of the darkness where it's so hard to escape from. All that I've been given, I give it to you. I can't stand here watching you fail to tell the truth. Somebody break these chains. Wrapped around there's a heart. I don't want you leaving. I'm begging for mercy, but to break these chains. Oh, help me now. Dream the shackles, walk around, and I'm on my
Listen, bless my heart and bless my soul. You can set my ass off. Mama, won't you call me a doctor? 'Cause my temperature's rising. Dip me in that cold and water. I think I need to be. Unless someone breaks this chain.
all that I've been given, I give it to you. I can't stand here watching you fail to tell the truth. Oh, somebody break these chains. Wrapped around there's a heart. I don't want you leaving. I'm begging for mercy.
Content gems.
Here I go now. Here I go into new days. Hey, hey, hey. Here I go now. Here I go into new days. I'm pain, I'm hope, I'm suffer. Hey, 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 hey. Here I go into new days. Ain't no mercy there for me.
All right, so that is the end of the workout. As you guys saw, I hit legs, but I also included delts and forearms. So to a lot of people, that's probably a little bit of an unconventional concept. I just want to explain why that is. You don't always have to do the exercises that fall within the given category of the day you're doing on that day. I think if you limit yourself for some arbitrary reason, if you limit yourself to that, you're probably going to be missing out on kind of like the optimal ratio between stimulus and recovery for certain muscles. Now, obviously, your split needs to have some type of organization to it, you know what I mean? Because in general, you're going to want to hit legs and give legs like several days to recover before you hit them again, so you should have a split. Like mine, for example, which is legs, rest, push, pull, rest. Now, that's a great example that's a great example of circumstances of where I wouldn't just do delts on the push day. So that's why I did delts today on my leg day. Because if I only did them on my push day, then I would have 4 days between every time I hit delts, and that's gonna mean in the span of 10 days, I'd only hit them twice. But the delts recover pretty quickly, especially because they don't lengthen very much, so you're not able to kind of damage them very much. In which case, they can probably be trained, you know, generally like what I use for myself is about 2 sets of failure. Excuse me. I do about 2 sets of failure for my side delts, I'm talking here, you know, every 2 to 3 days, right? So I do them on my push day, and then I don't do them on my pull day, and then I have a rest day, and then I do them on my leg day. And that gives me kind of that optimal ratio of stimulus to recovery. Whereas otherwise, if I just did them on my push day, I would only train them twice in every 10-day window, which is just not enough. You can definitely train them more, elicit more growth, or stimulate more growth, and recover from it by training them a little bit more frequently than that. And I think that can be applied to plenty of different muscle groups. Probably not legs, or at least some of like the major leg movements, just because a lot of leg exercises are, you know, more compound in nature, so they're generally going to fatigue more muscles at one time. But for example, calves, you guys know I train my calves on my push days and my leg days. They don't belong on a push day because I'm not doing, you know, they're not technically chest, shoulders, triceps, the typical push day muscle groups, but they're not going to affect the rest of my push day. So I do them at the beginning of my push day so I can get some extra volume in for them, because if I only train them on my leg days, then I would only be training them twice every 10 days, and my little itty bitty calves definitely need more training than that. So the same thing for my delts. My delts are pretty small, they need to be trained more often. They can be trained more often because they recover relatively well, and I train them on my leg days because they're not going to interfere or conflict with my other leg exercises following, right? So just a little kind of like explanation as to why that is. You know, sometimes I'll post, like the other day I posted a push day, I think, on my Instagram, and at the end of the push day I had, or maybe it was even in the beginning, I had like a cable Y raise. Yeah, that's always at the beginning of my push day. So, and somebody comments, bro starts his push day with a pull, lol. And I'm like, holy fuck, are you kidding me? First of all, it's just your side delts. I know you're technically not pushing something with your side delts, but like, it's pretty common, it's pretty conventional to have side delts on a push day. But I got to thinking that like some people probably actually think that you can't do certain exercises that are a given movement on your push day. Like I finished my push days, one of my push days, or both of them actually, with rear delts. And that's just because I have pull following, so I hit the push day, I hit them kind of fresh on the push day so that I can give them a little bit of a stronger stimulus, and then give them a little bit of extra volume the day after because they don't really get damaged too much either. But that's me doing a rear delt exercise on a push day, which most people are like, whoa, 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 you can't do that. God forbid you do a fucking pull exercise on your push day. But realistically, you just look at it like from an individual muscle standpoint, and things start to make a lot more sense. You know what I mean? Like your calves can recover, or at least mine, I think in general, calves can recover pretty quickly. Same with side delts, you know, same with, like I said, rear delts, things like that. So you can do, I would probably recommend that you start looking at the frequency of which you train muscles like that, more so like just individual to the muscle, rather than like, oh, I have to put it in on a day where it kind of makes sense. So anyway, that is the explanation for you guys as to why I have forearms and delts on my leg day. You guys can probably tell I'm a little bit brain dead right now, and that's just because that was a very tough leg day. I pushed it a little bit harder than usual because, you know, like I said, I have the next couple days off, so I don't have much going on upstairs right now. So, and this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've tried to film this little like outro slash, I don't even know what this is, but that's my best effort. This is the furthest we've gotten, so we're going with this one. So I'll catch you guys at home. That workout totaled me, but in a good way. really excited, honestly, to have a couple days off from the gym to just catch up on my recovery. That's kind of why I went a little harder today, just so that, you know, I can kind of make the most of these next several days. Really, you know, facilitate those growth adaptations. But yeah, I don't know if there's much better to hit a sick workout and then come home and then eat good food. Might even have a little off meal plan food. Let's see how this tastes. Yeah, that is good.
Shut up, Peggy.
I wasn't expecting that flavor, but it's, yeah. Alrighty. That's the end of this video because I don't have any brain cells left. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.